Welcome to Sacred Stories, Everyday Lives. My name is Adeline St. This is the place where the stories we carry quietly are invited to surface, where we do not rush past scripture or analyze it from a distance, but listen and learn slowly, with care. Today's story is for anyone who has ever reached the absolute end of their strength and wondered, how did I get here? This is the story of Elijah. You might know Elijah from his greatest hits, the prophet who called down fire from heaven, who stood boldly before kings, who had unshakable faith. His story is usually told at its loud moments, when his courage was on full display and his conviction was unmistakable. But the Bible also tells us what happened after the fire faded, after the victory, after the answers, after that moment everyone points to as proof of his strength. Elijah runs away. He runs away from threats, the noise, and the expectations he can no longer meet. He travels into the wilderness until his body simply cannot carry him any further. And then he stops beneath a broom tree, alone, depleted, done. There is no audience to witness this collapse, no resolution waiting nearby. Just a man who has given everything he has and finds there is nothing left. Elijah does not pray for renewed purpose or fresh direction. He does not ask for insight. His prayer is painfully simple and achingly honest. I have had enough, Lord. Take my life. There is something deeply human about those words, isn't there? Not a complaint, not a declaration of failure, just an honest admission. I am empty. Many of us reach this place silently, not because we lack faith, but because we have been faithful for too long without rest. We have carried responsibility, pressure, and expectations in layers that slowly crush us. Exhaustion rarely arrives all at once. It builds gradually, in the steady giving, the constant responding, the belief that stopping would somehow undo everything for which we have worked so hard for. Elijah lies down and falls asleep. And here is where the story shifts in a way that might surprise you. God does not lecture him. God does not correct his perspective. God does not explain the bigger picture or remind him of his calling. Instead, an angel gently wakes him and says simply, "Get up and eat." That is it. No sermon, no strategy session, no TED talk. Just bread, water, nourishment. Here is what is so beautiful about this moment. Scripture tells us that Elijah eats, drinks, and then lies back down again. He rests. And once more, the angel wakes him. Once more, he has given him food. Once more, he is allowed to rest before continuing. Only after his body is cared for does his journey resume. This detail matters more than we often realize. Because so many of us try to think our way out of exhaustion, we search for answers when what we truly need is rest. We chase answers when what our body is asking for is simply care. Elijah's restoration begins with sustenance. Physically, emotionally, practically. God honors the limits of Elijah's humanity. Try to understand that there are seasons when our most faithful response is not pushing forward. It is stopping long enough to be renewed. We do not need to make sense of everything. We need to allow ourselves to be held right where we are. Eventually, Elijah continues his trek onto Mount Horeb, the mountain of God, where he encounters the Lord again. But even there, God does not show up in the powerful wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire. God comes in what the Bible calls a gentle whisper, a still, small voice. And that whisper asks a question Elijah has already been asked. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Not as accusation, an invitation. It is a question many of us hear beneath our own exhaustion. What are you carrying that has become too heavy? What expectations have gone unchecked? What have you been giving without receiving anything in return? Elijah's story reminds us that our strength is not endless, and it was never meant to be. His rest is not a reward he earned after he finished. It was a requirement. Sometimes, God's voice is quiet. It comes in the whisper that says, "You do not have to keep going like this. If you are tired in ways that sleep alone does not fix, if your motivation has worn thin, if your sense of direction feels foggy or shaken, if you have been running on empty for so long you do not remember what full feels like, this story is for you. Not because it promises instant renewal, but because it honors the weary, and it does not disqualify you from being met by God. Sometimes the most sacred thing we can do is pause to receive what sustains us, to let the quiet restore what noise has worn down, to trust that rest is holy, not selfish. Elijah was not abandoned beneath that broom tree. He was tended to, gently, carried and seen exactly as he was. And friend, you are too. God sees your exhaustion. God honors your limits. And God offers you the same tender care, bread for your journey, rest for your soul, and a gentle whisper to remind you that you do not have to have it all figured out right now. Sometimes, "I have had enough" is the most honest prayer we can pray, and God meets us there. Thank you for spending this time with me today. May these sacred stories continue to meet you in the ordinary, exhausted, beautiful moments of your life. And remember, rest is not complacency. It is just rest. Do leave a comment if this story touched your heart. Bless us with a like. And do not be afraid to share your own experience with us in the comments. Your testimony may help someone else. Subscribe if you would like to hear more stories. New episodes will be shared every Sunday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Greenwich